Good morning, everyone. It's Amy with Mama Bear Blue. Welcome to Mondays with Mom. I'm here with my mom, Debbie, and we are here every Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time for DIYs and thrift flips and things. All right, so today we've got some scallop seashells that I got from Amazon. So I'm going to put the link to that, my affiliate link for these shells after the live. I'll put it in the comment section in case you're interested in getting them. We have a couple different sizes. I bought like the 4.5 to 5 inch. I think this is like the 2 to 3.5 inch something. Yeah, they're a little different sizes, but they're just the scallops. They're real. And we did this a few years ago, exactly 3 years ago when I looked up the pictures of them. And they're really cute, and I sold them in the booth, and they just make really cute little trinket or jewelry dishes, and I think you guys will enjoy this one. So there's a few parts to it. So on the shells, we are going to actually use an IOD mold and resin to make a little trim piece. So this is one of the trimmings molds. This one is actually trimmings 1. I think there are 3 or 4 versions of trimmings. And we're going to make a resin mold of this, peel it out, cut it to fit this little section right up here to make it look a little more decorative. So I'm going to probably get started on that so that can be curing. Okay. The resin dries white and dries in like 10 minutes, so it's ready to go. And we've got some of the pearl shimmer that was in the sampler box, this last sampler box. Did you get that one? I think you did. I think I did. Yeah. And all right, let's jump into getting this resin poured. Now, Mom is separating her napkin for decoupage because on the inside of these shells, we're going to decoupage over with a really pretty napkin. And on the back, we're going to paint with the pearl. So, yeah. Before I do that, I don't want to forget to tell them that when you are doing what Mom's doing and separating that napkin, these decorative napkins come with usually 2 white plies and then the front ply that is the decorative piece. So she's just got her second one off. Sometimes that you don't think there's a second layer, but there is. Yeah. So you got to kind of maybe wet your fingertips and pinch at an edge until you can get it to separate and pull apart. You know, so this is pretty. This is the thing I took off. Yeah, it's kind of got the white, like a lace ply has something. Like the shadow image of the actual image. I don't know if they can see it, but that would make a pretty little decoupage piece of paper too. Yeah. So with the resin, there's part A and part B, and you're going to mix. So I'm going to pour equal amounts, and I pour them into 2 separate cups, and I eyeball them side by side. So I'm going to get that. That was part A. It's always part B that just doesn't work. Yeah. Let me get the pliers and try to get it open. But if you, when you put the cap back on, it's kind of like when we do our liquid patina or our paint. Sometimes it reseals itself to the thing. There we go. Okay. So let me get the equal part B. And if you need to wear, if you're really sensitive, have sensitive skin and need to wear gloves, please do that. Eyeball this down the side. I think we're good. You can actually measure precisely, just a tad more B. If you want to use those little graduated plastic cups, you can do that as well. And I do use the silicone to mix both of them together. There's these little silicone cups. So I'm going to get these together in there. I pour them in at the same time. And there is a little heat reaction that happens right when you start pouring it in there. And just get a stir stick and stir. And it's going to turn cloudy. And after about 30 seconds, it starts to clear up. And that's the point where you need to go ahead and pour it into your molds. Which one of these am I going to choose? There was a flower one that I thought would be, actually, I think this one. So then what's nice about these little silicone cups is, and I will put the Amazon link to these as well, is that it has a little pour spout and you can kind of squeeze the cup and it helps you direct that thin line of resin where you need it to go. Be careful now.
Well,
Move
just
the mold. This one,
yeah.
look, it's
Oh,
already
it's turning yeah.
white.
There you go.
Don't want that to spill. And try to pour just up to that top line. What's nice about the IOD molds is they have this patented little micro rim around each mold so that you don't, it helps with the pour over. I mean, this, I don't think this is one of those rare napkins that has just one. Maybe I should let you do mine.
Well, you want this?
I can start working on that if you want to keep playing with this.
Yeah, one. I will.
So usually if you get wet fingers and get an edge, I wonder if a little bit of, if I used a stickier stuff, if that would be better.
I can work on it.
All right. Oh, I almost got it, but not quite. Okay, I'm going to let you.
Okay.
And you want to hand me your shell?
Sure.
I don't know if we have the same sizings. Okay. All right, so when we decoupage, we like to have a background that's light or white, and these already are. So we are not going to have to paint this, and we can just get started on the decoupage part. And I'm going to put the DIY liquid patina, which is what I like to use for decoupage. Okay, so the DIY liquid patina, and I'm just going to put a coat on, and it does dry pretty quickly, so I'm going to work fast. If I was doing a big project with decoupage, I'd put a little bit of this on at a time and work my way up. But I should be able to. Let me get back with my dry brush and get all these little bubbles and wrinkles kind of worked out. But you don't want to be too rough at this point because your napkin is pretty saturated. I love decoupage. I feel like we haven't done it in a while.
No, we haven't.
It was a little rough there and got a little bit of a rip. I'm going to seal that back together.
I know this is just like mine. I don't know why. I just can't get that.
We can, here.
No, don't.
I'm
going to work on
I don't need to be doing that napkin the whole time. You don't mind?
Nah, it's all right.
Okay. So that's adhered on, and now we want one more coat. So I'm going to go back with the brush that I used first and put it over the top. So we're going to seal that down. And at the same time, I'm kind of using this brush to work out any bubbles up and out. And it's going to, after about 24 hours, this will be completely dry, probably a lot faster than that, honestly. And those wrinkles will kind of lay down and work themselves out. So don't worry too much. Just get the big, okay. So I'm just going to set this aside and give it a second to dry. And I might go a little faster with the heat gun here in a second. I'm going to check my molds right here. And grab a little piece of sandpaper.
Ta-da!
Yay!
That was
honestly, sometimes I feel like that's the longest part of the whole process of making these.
I was having a fight with the napkin.
Why don't you pick?
I was gonna win.
Which one? What are you doing for your second shell? And I'll.
I don't care.
You want to do the ferns?
Sure.
Since that's kind of.
But you can't get them apart.
Well, I might. I'm gonna try. I might.
All right.
I don't want to hand you this one now, and you've got. See, that first one just comes off so easy. Maybe this one doesn't have one. What do you think? It does or doesn't? I don't know. I don't think it does.
Okay then.
Let's see. I'll let you think it. I honestly don't think it does. I'll let you evaluate that.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
And we'll just use it. If it doesn't look like it does, we'll just use that one. But I am going to check these molds for a second before I get started on this.
Okay. Usually, if it has this little white
thing that
maybe not.
Okay, well, so these molds are almost there. What I do to test it is I pull at one edge, and if it kind of stretches with the mold, it's not quite ready. But if I would do this and see it pop from against that little side of the mold, it's almost there. A couple more minutes, and we'll pull that out, and I want to cut it to fit. In the meantime, I am going to take my shell and let me see something real quick. Yeah, these are all the same sizes. Okay. This is a really pretty. Now, and these are all napkins that you can get at like, yeah, I always see them at Marshalls or TJ Maxx or all those places. I see them there a lot. You can probably order them from Amazon, and you can also just use, if you have decoupage paper like the JRV or the Roy Cycled, you could definitely use that. Would work as well.
I don't think this.
I don't think it does. So if you want to start decoupaging your second one with that. Okay. All right, I'll let that dry, and I'm going to get these molds out and trimmed. So I just turn it over and start pulling it, and it will pop right out, and it's still flexible right now. So I want to get them out and get them trimmed up to size. So this is the Amazing Casting Resin, and I have some at both booths and on the website. I use it a lot. It's the white 10-minute set. Okay, so here's what these look like. These are just from the trimmings one. There's, I believe, did I do both? Yeah, I did trim one. Actually, I used trim, did both one? I think it's 1 and 2. It's 1 and 2, trimmings 1 and 2 to get these. So these are starting to get not so flexible. So I'm going to trim these to fit about what we would need. And I'm going to go just a little longer than the shell. Get it out. Okay. I'm going to set those aside and get going on my second shell. I'm going to do this one. It's kind of got that chevron pattern. Yeah. If it was pretty. This is our last one. I wish I had the tape down here. We would try Shannon's. Oh, this is, oh my goodness. First try both. Look, both of them.
That's just wrong.
There we go.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So let's get this one going. Set that one aside and see if this one's ready for the same paper. Is it doing all right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think.
Then when I pull it, I pull down. Of course, you wouldn't want to pull up.
Right.
Right. Rip it right out of the shell. This one's so pretty. I think it's the hot pink. It's very summery.
Summer.
With the fern leaves. These would actually make a nice little craft kit for summer.
Yeah,
if I could actually find some time to do that. I bet they would go over well. Or having a class for it would be fun too.
Yeah.
You want me to do it?
Why is this so difficult for me? This is not good.
Okay, so I don't need it to be, and I didn't glue it down. I didn't decoupage it down to these, so I'm going to trim these with the scissors, because that's where our little trim strip's going to go. And I want to glue it directly to the shell, not on top of this paper.
I better let you do this.
Here, I can do it.
I just ripped a big hole in it.
All right, so
see,
at this point, this is what this looks like. You're okay. I don't see a hole.
Okay.
All right. Here, give me that one.
Maybe I was being too easy.
How's that one look it's drying for you?
It's not dry.
Not good. Not dry yet.
Mm-mm.
Well, we should be able to get your trim piece glued on here. You know what? I think before we glue them on, I wanted to paint them. Paint the trim strips.
Oh.
Because they're not going to be just white. We're actually going to put, I think on yours, because you have this black background, we can paint yours black first.
Okay.
And then with some gold on top of that, it'll look really pretty, I think.
Okay.
So let's try that one. Okay. Yeah. And I did tear this one a little. Sorry, Mom. Let's see if I can get it fixed. It was a little too rough there. And I think what I can do, I'm going to do a little patchwork. So if that happens, guys, if you're a little too rough, and see how I got that right there, I'm going to go in with just a little bit of the extra napkin piece and patch over it. I've done it before. It's not going to be an exact match, but it's not going to matter because this is so abstract.
You can't really tell.
You won't tell at all. See?
Yeah, you can.
All right. There's that one when you're, if you want to get the heat gun and do that,
right.
You just want to keep it a little bit farther away than you normally would because the resin will re-soften.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do this. Here we go.
Oh, I think you have to plug it in.
Is it not plugged in? The heat gun is definitely working. It's leaking. See that?
Oh, uh-oh.
I think I'll go with the flowers on this one too. Okay. So on mine, I think I'm going to go with painting it the undercoat. The undercoat pink. This is petticoat pink. And then I'll go over top of that with gold. All right. So, while I'm holding this, this is what I'm going to paint this little piece of the petticoat. Petticoat pink. Hot pink would also be pretty. Flirtatious. The color flirtatious would also be pretty, but I'm just going a little lighter. And don't get too hung up about the white showing because gold's going on it next.
Oh,
so don't worry too much about that. But this was in the sampler pack. I think Christmas's sampler pack, so I'm trying to use this up. But when you buy it, it actually is like this. All right, so let's get this glued on, and then I'll get it painted up with the gold accents and stuff. Well, I will take the heat gun. It seems to be having an issue. Not the heat gun.
No.
I meant glue gun. Looking at the, yeah, it's like oozing the extra glue. Might be time for a new glue gun too. I'm gonna put this, you know what though? You know what, before that, I'm gonna do what I like to do to make things extra, you know, extra secure, is to add a little E6000. You know how we've done that before. A little E6000 and then the hot glue. The hot glue gives it that immediate hold, but the E6000 will be a little longer hold, I think. It'll be a little better for this thicker piece of resin. See how I did all that? Yep. And then we're gonna glue it right down to that top of the shell. And this is where we're at so far. We've got a little bit of detail work to do. Is it not coming out? I can open another one if
Over here. No, it's coming. It's just.
It's going to look all finished up when we get the golden ticket all around there. So now I'm going to go back to this one and get the sandpaper around the edge of this. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. And get this piece painted. Let me think, what am I gonna want to paint this one with? A little piece of trim. I have a blue. Up here, I have a blue, but it's a little too bright, I think. What about this one though? I just need something so it's not white on the back. I think I'm gonna use this blue. It's gonna be covered mostly with the gold, so it should be okay. I have another. I thought the Farm Fresh, Mom, the Farm Fresh color would be good for that. Maybe. Well, I don't know. Maybe the pink, petticoat pink, because you won't see it because of the gold. All of it. It'd just be a hint of it showing through. So here's where we are on these two. And then they'll look much more finished when we get that gold on there. And that's Mom's. So that's golden ticket. You guys can see that. I'm going to start with putting some on the mold. Once I get this little bit of golden ticket around the outside, and I might on one of these just give it a try with a little bead of it was the making powders. So the DIY making powders, they make silver lining, and they also make a New Year's Eve. Silver lining is more silver, and this is more kind of a bronzy, but I might, it's like, yeah, I would say that's a bronze color, don't you think, or a rose bronze? So I think I might just give it a little try and see what that looks like. All right, I need, and I'm taking my finger where I had gone around the edge and kind of just making it be not such a straight line on where I went around the scallop, just kind of pulling in like a little bit. Yeah, Claudia, it's just crazy right now. I mean, it probably is every summer, but every time it comes back around, it's like, whoa, this is really hot. Okay. Let me hit this with the heat gun. Get all these napkins out of the way. We've made a mess.
I figured out.
Well, you know what? Before I try the glitter, before I try the making powder, I want to get this painted with the pearl on the back. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn these over.
My gold is a little bigger than your gold.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it. Like there where it's more of a straight line, you can kind of take your finger and brush it off, and it's not so,
yeah,
whatever that look is. I don't know.
Severe.
Like
or
severe.
something.
Yeah, severe. Okay, so this is that pearl. It's only, you can only get it in that sampler kit. I think we have a few left. Maybe Eric already dropped the link for that. Another cleaning brush. You're going to have a lot of brush cleaning to do today.
That's all right. I don't mind.
Okay. This will just give a little shimmer to the back of these. I mean, you could, as I was painting the gold on, I thought you could take the pearl and put a little coat over the decoupage paper too. You know what I mean? Give it a little shimmer. But this is so pretty. And I know I won't be able to show you guys and make you be able to see how pretty it is because of the lighting, but I'll try. Here's, my goodness, my hands are really messy. So this is with the pearl. That's without. You can kind of tell. But it is really pretty with it on there. I might just try a little corner or something up here with a little bit of the pearl and just see. What do you think? I might just finish that out with some pearl.
I like it.
I do too. I don't want to go too thick, so I'm using my finger to kind of rub it and spread it around a little thinner. Yeah, that looks pretty. You can still see the gold. Okay. That with the heat gun. So maybe I will try the making powder on this one. The making powder. And yeah, I want to use the New Year's Eve, I think. I think that will be kind of a fun little accent. I don't know if I want to do it all the way around though, or just in a few little spots. Uh-oh. Can you give me that other glue stick? You ran out. Okay. Before that dries down during this, look, isn't that pretty? It's really subtle. But
yeah, I like it.
I think I'm going to keep going around the shell with that.
Right.
Again, this is the New Year's Eve making powder. Okay, these are fun. These are the other. I mean, I feel like this would make it really make a good class if I can try to do that this summer. I will. We'll see what I can fit into the schedule. Okay. Oh no, was that mine?
Wasn't mine.
I didn't have enough hot glue. I had probably the E6000, but E6000 takes a few hours. Here, let's try this. Sorry. I think I picked it up by the mold. Not a good idea right now. Okay, there we go. So this is the one with the pearl over the decoupage. And then we have moulds. Oh, it's pretty. And is this your other one? Yep. And the hot pink. Yeah, I love these. I love them. I'm gonna keep them like this probably, right? Till we're back.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you could do a lot of different things with those as far as the golden ticket on the back or more of the pearl.
Did you want to put saran wrap over this? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to have to in a second. But
okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. We'll get some pictures, close-ups of these and get them on my Facebook page. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions at all, be sure to ask. And mamabearblue.com if you want the supplies to make your own.
All right.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks. Bye.